Okay. Boy. Good evening. Oh, yeah. Anywho, dry stream because I feel like it's fucking. Anyways, let's continue on with this because I feel like playing it once a bit. Got no idea where. No. Things are to form a committee of moralists to assign. You might know where to start. Sure, Kim. Yeah, I had this weird premonition or thought in my head.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
What do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No, I meant you're telling me we shouldn't help the other people.
Why are you pronouncing it like you're a coalition bureaucrat? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility
I have disappointed Kit once more. A disaster of a life. What is this whole situation?
Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility.
You read my mind, Kim. I knew I keep you around for a reason.
Here I believe your recent turn toward moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Hiddleston, the gentleman near the Fell building with the distinctive way of speaking. Now, was there anything else?
I just love how Kim just like willfully goes along with this shit. Like, oh. What else is pick up? Oh yeah, pick up the dice. I get the dice. After figuring this out. I think this. Yeah, pick up the dice. They're here. What the fuck are you guys doing? I gotta pull out my gun.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying.
Yeah.
It's like an extension of your arm. The polished wooden handle almost.
Did I pull out my gun?
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. But this is your gun. It's more of
This is my gun.
Because there
are many like it, but this one is mine.
Sensible reasonable solution to every situation. Sheathe it and know you have them.
Oops. Fuck you. Fuck the world.
That's one brutal
Oh,
motor
God.
carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A
Fuck the
snazzy,
world.
shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage. I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who the...
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches.
Whoa,
or
dude.
skulls.
Oh. Fuck down. You need
Which
to...
is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
You are using that
Part of
word
this
way too
presentation
lean.
you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
The skull. Who are the
You
skulls?
don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
I'm glad you asked. Of course they do. No, they really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
Probably not if I haven't heard of them.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus
Do
operandi.
they have Riz? Or are they skibbity yo Ohio? Yeah. God, I gotta wash my alcohol after that.
They
Say
usually
nothing.
occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Okay.
A true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Who the
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Tell her I like her. Tell her I like her. You know, just, well, you know what? Never mind. I am.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
What do you do?
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Are you part of the skulls or not?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat, an impotent threat of violence.
Don't fuck with me. I'm one of the bad cops. Good. Don't.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Oh,
Hey.
shit.
There's no need for that. We're just talking here.
Maybe Jim is the
Joking,
bad
too.
cop.
Stay light, man.
Oh!
Yeah, didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
What?
Yeah, we are.
Sure. Yeah. Why are you guys still here?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
You think that the organization?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
People who say that have no idea what psycho and vicious can actually mean in the darker parts of the human psyche.
But in a non-threatening...
Clearly, the internet has not existed in this world.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm. What
Jacket.
about them?
Why is your jacket?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
So you like golden showers? You into that? I mean, you can. It's okay. We all have our different.
Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And I guess
I don't judge
it's
except
also
when I
about
do.
communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the
What?
message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
I hate younger people now. I am getting old enough where I just hate the younger generation. Oh, god damn it. Fucking hate it.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Why do you have to fuck the world? You have fucked the world.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase.
Obsession masquerading as
kinship.
kinship.
After catching it.
The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after you're catching it. Not necessarily. You think that... Well, it's... I'm looking way too deep into this. Well, okay, the thrill of the chase. It is commonly understood that, once you reach a goal or something, it's not always what you make it out to be. But, there is still hollowness that fills your chest. First of all, who are you to say it's obsession rather than kinship? Human beings are born or naturally made to be, fuck. Why am I looking into this? This is
I wonder
this is
if
a
the
rambling.
linguistics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll
This
need
is
to
like
hurl the
when-
lure many times. And
This
even
is
then, it isn't
as-
certain that you'll get anything.
Pretentious as
Blow up
an
the lake,
artist defining meaning, or like a pompous art enjoyer like deriving meaning from like weird abstract art. Like it just says fuck the word, dude. That is a terrible
More
metaphor.
fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking some one.
So what you're saying is do something that matters for the whole world or make an impact in the world rather than just focusing on a sole perfect person.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
So you rather have no impact on the world, just, fuck into nothing. Fuck into the void. What the fuck are you
To admit
saying?
it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops? Your lack of imagination is baffling.
Oh, shut up.
But you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
I don't want those fucking jackets. Oh my god, I'm done with these. I'm done with these assholes. My brain is gone. Brain cells have deteriorated. Goodbye. What little of what remains now is just air. I want my dice. I want my dice. I want it now. Right.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be 7 real for one. Here's the cursed die you ordered.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
It's a die. Try rolling it.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on
I like this die.
the same result. God is indifferent.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
Now that's poetry.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a
Yeah, we
forsaken
killed him.
age.
Lament.
In the face of death? No, not really.
I-
You don't?
As long as there is mankind, there is also me. It doesn't really fly with my vibe. Too morbid, yo. um, We can't expect the universe to give us meaning. We must give ourselves. That is my firm held belief.
Yes, but how will mankind last? Don't answer that, actually. Meaning is whatever you want to make of it. Good luck, officer.
Do I have anything that shivers? Actually. Look like a clown. Wait, is it? It shivers. Into the city.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
You feel
Damn it!
nothing.
Fuck!
If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Leave it at
She
that.
has begun to idly clean one.
It is what it is, and we'll move on. That is the nature of what is. What other? No, take on the responsibility. What do we need to do for the main quest? And we need to. Prove your authority. Getting the hanged man's boots. Get boots off victim's feet. I can't do that anymore. So I'm getting rid of this crap. What are you trying to? What I need to do next? Okay, run the numbers. I don't think that really amounts to much.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Oh. Jammer
I'm
power.
afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh.
Try again, Drew.
Anything else, detective?
Oh yeah.
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was 57?
In the cabin,
It's 10 a.m. God damn it. I forgot about that. I forgot about the dead body for the husband. Ah! Ah! A working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Armor case. Pain threshold. There was. Is there still stuff we can do on the church area, maybe? Try this, actually. Let me try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna use my brain. Empathy. +1 logic. +1 logic. Let's do drama. Interfacing. Do I have... 3%. Pale. No. Fun. Do I?
Medicinal purposes of the pearl. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the... You come across the... It's all... Finally, it seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pearl.
I still don't know anything about the pale, and I don't know where I can...
There's nothing in here that speaks. First, you need to choose a base. Next, you'll need to combine...
Mix it with a gram of whiskey.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like? You've created... Would you like to try again? Very well. First, next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with... Lastly, is that you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite.
Well, obviously I know better.
Try again? You close the book.
Museum photos. There was a bed bottom.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
The words just did.
Goodbye, officer.
Goodbye, officer. Hey. Goodbye, officer. Hey. Hello. Cheerio. Am I British enough for you? Oh. Logic. Action speed. Physical instrument. I have things that subtract 7 everyone, but I do not have things that... Many things that add to 7.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Okay, well, that did real. That did.
Officer.
About. There was also the wall I didn't go over. That was here. I think I have to go around. Yes, where all the researchers were executed by communists. What a place to remember, you know?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Wow. I am very pro Second Amendment, and I disagree with you, even though the Second Amendment doesn't exist in this world. So I say legalize nuclear bombs. Okay. I think that's visual. This one. Calculus. Centralization. Logic. Inland Empire. Spiriticus.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna save this.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles prime. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
Not acceptable.
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Collateral damage on the path toward normalcy and progress. Such is your belief, officer.
Sorry, I started something. My mind is elsewhere while this rant is going on.
Screaming. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side.
This is what a communist revolution results to.
Dark duty. In all truth, violence offers no answer. It's only the last available resort when all mediation fails. And here, all did fail.
Knowing the communists, I don't think they tried. So,
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the film?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind.
Sea wind. An echo of eternity. Oh yeah, I also want to do the top thing. Talk to my boss. Call him out on his disguise, his horrible disguise. Whiskey sour is an always good choice. Anything that's... Oh, that's... This is volition. Oh, never mind. Authority. Take walks. Well, I kind of want... Yeah, I'll keep that. Oh, oh.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the rank. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, okay.
69.
That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay.
Do you have a crime to solve? I can't imagine.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not
I
getting
got a
that
drink.
brain
I got a
caught
drink,
into a
Captain.
glove. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Seemed like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. Kim's cooler than you. Oh,
I'm
fuck
sure
yeah.
he's fucking flattered.
Oh,
He's not your
fuck yeah.
dog thought experiment.
Kim is way fucking
This one,
cooler.
We're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
God, this is like comparing a pebble to a diamond here. Seemed like a bit of
None
but okay,
taken,
but-
my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit. Anyone else would just slow you down.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Damn.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
No, this whole I but no, this whole
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still, yes, just...
Again? I can't believe
are we from the
this.
same police
I'm
station?
going to say no. Just to see what
Yeah,
you
probably.
say.
I don't remember you
What'd
from
you say?
anywhere. Just to see what you'll say. Yeah, bro. Okay.
God fucking shit.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong.
I'm going to okay.
Jean,
Okay, I was clear.
I was your brain saying, "Oh fuck, I'm sorry, we really fucked on that one, did we?" Oh. With the Lloyd, entry. Conceptualization. I think I can do that again. I'll try that. Conceptualization. Conceptualize this motherfucker. That's it.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? Still here, stuck in this damn
Hit
jam,
him
my
with your
man.
best
Wait.
first.
There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the vein. Camera is an X.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent.
Silent communion. That's good.
Yeah.
Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I think that may be an actual pun. I've learned. I'm just a messer. I think the words are. I don't really know.
No matter. Great verses like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet.
Say it's a
Just messing
strange.
with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop. They're more often into fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
Sure, we tried
The
our best.
lieutenant looks at you in silence, a curious look in his eyes, nodding slightly.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
Damn it. Just 10 more minutes. I can call the damn library and do that quest. Do I have anything in my...
The tear machines, your bottles.
Money, money, money. Just like wait for 10 minutes.
The worn and beaten.
Come on, Kim. I mean, I can look at a book again. Or actually, I can buy another book. Just see what's in it. 10 more minutes. Oh, we can get board game. Cool.
A small mountain of colorful board games.
Shit.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
Yes.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian.
Oh yes, certainly.
9 real. Bought. Made
The
from
cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Yelmdar.
Yelmdar.
Standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two
The Zweihander
are crossed over his massive chest.
is
a
sehr
dramatic
gut.
X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell yeah.
Behind it rise the harsh, snow-capped
That looks
peaks
fucking
of his
bad.
Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hjelmdaler Man, the man from Hjelmdal, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. The story opens in media res. The man from Hjelmdal and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites,
Conan.
led by the deathless
The
necromancer.
barbarians.
One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Eomdal and his blood brother, noble Tiribol, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tiribol cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades. 9, Tiribald.
9!
The man from Heimdall bellows over the army of
Have
flesh and bone.
courage, man.
Have courage for the Northlands, for Heimdall. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, stir and drag.
Twin
He
Zweihanders.
drives through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer.
They be Zweihanders.
It is physically
I hate
impossible
my
for a human being to
humor.
effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body, The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the
Oh,
dark
yeah.
magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their
God,
posts,
he's just like
where
me.
the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors. A few chapters later, the man from Heimdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the Nachtherra, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge. What do you mean?
Why is he doing all
Because
this?
the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because
You
above
need
all,
any
he's
other
driven to
reason?
bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall. Because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory and conquest. It can. What do you mean? Is that all? He is the man from Heimdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutler to seek glory.
I bet
honor.
Guts
is
from
his character.
Berserk can beat him. But
He doesn't
but
even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is? He is the wildest man alive.
I
The
really
only
should
mortal
have.
strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang.
I've been thinking
His
about this
names
a
mean
lot
Storm
lately.
and
It's just I've been trying to.
what are you? A book critic?
Actually, yes, I'm a goddamn art cop.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. What pacing? You skip past
What
the
a
section
pacing!
detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdor, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherra's dire hall. A pair of Nachtherra are disemboweling a shrieking peasant. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherra's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald. In an instant, the Nachtherra summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherra. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, rush headlong into a desperate melee.
Get him out of Heimdall.
Yes, but you can't be sure, because this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, "To be continued in Heimdallaman at the gates of tomorrow. Coming soon to your local bookstore."
Damn it!
Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel.
Yeah. Damn it!
The man
Well,
from Heimdall stares at the back blurb below. A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories. People find comfort in familiarity, remembering old experiences, looking at old photos.
how do I get money for that? All right, time to call. This is the library, and then we have to inform person of her dead
Inside, you see a
husband.
set of steering levers
She's
arranged
gonna
on the
cry,
floor.
and we're gonna cry. all cry together, and it will just be a very beautiful.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the...
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried. Yet.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned... Yes, it was my colleague, Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book.
Billy's
He
husband.
also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87.
Good. You have a name now.
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink. 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see.
Yes?
So now what? Yeah, there we go. Deliver the bad news. Bad news, your husband is dead. Good news? Wait, there is no good news. I mean, he's just dead. He's just dead. He didn't really even have insurance. So, you don't even have any money to claim. He's just dead. I'm like, fuck. Is it?
A weathered brown door. The lieutenant motions to... This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majon. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary. Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
No, you don't.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hold on. Let me, do I have any clothes that... 'Cause I need clothes for empathy. I believe. That would probably be a logical thing to do. The smart thing to do. I don't really have anything for the empathy. One empathy. I don't have anything that's subtracting empathy.
A weathered brown. The lieutenant. This is the. Get yourself together.
Hello? Who is it? The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Let's just walk.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse.
How about some small talk before you break the news?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie. The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is... No. Vi, do you have any news? Oh, it's in Jamrock.
Central Jamrock.
I think...
It is. She folds her hands across her chest.
How have I...
Can't write a scene.
It's me, Victor, and the... The girls are... No. Vi, do you have any news? No. I get it shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few... His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather. Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more... Just to...
Do something? Break something? It's a fool's hope.
Yes.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Too much small talk. Oh well.
You've done this before. Just keep...
I've done this before.
Yes. No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
What did you say? Oh. Oh. But... he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
Yeah. Fucking
We
crazy
understand
thing
this
about
comes as a huge shock.
losing
I want
someone.
you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see.
She deserves the
Just
truth.
found
Yeah, you
him
know.
lying in the cold. How long had he been?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
No, no. I just need to tell my girls. God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
We should step outside and talk. You did well. You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
True.
Let's go.
What can you do? The world is cruel, but we speed on against the current. So we beat on against the current ceaselessly. Great Gatsby. Scott Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Now what do I do? Yo. Victims' tattoos. Do I didn't tell the
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57.
In the cabin, you
Talk to the smoker on the balcony. Ask him to tell you about this in his face. The game actually gives you hints to do this. Kim has to be absent. Do I find booze and drink it? Way ahead of you. Find a way into the secret passage. Is there another way through Kuno's, like, fucking hole? Also,
Fuck, does Kuno care?
fuck is Kuno?
Kuno doesn't...
Fuck. Been up here. There's nothing more up here. I'm going. Where am I going? Where do I go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Cotton Eye Joe? God damn it. Where'd you go from? Where'd you go? I really don't know what to do in the meet. Like, there's an event that happens eventually, but I don't know if I have to trigger it through the investigation.
What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that, they didn't like. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find a killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a...
His disdain is clear.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. The cop kind, well, so I think that...
So, he volunteered to represent the...
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
He's actually glad it's addressed now. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Hey.
I've considered it.
No,
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
I think,
This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are there.
I am the finest of nothing.
Oh, Kim, I'm so humble.
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right.
Hell yeah.
There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Now what? In reality, the smoker on the balcony. Put the clothes in the trash, find booze and drink it, improve your authority, sing karaoke, find the murder weapon. Like a working firearm that shoots 4.4. I could check Roy, but I remember him saying that he doesn't keep firearm in his stock for that long. Tries not. But I could ask.
Hello, hello. Let me know, of course. It's in working order still.
What tape do I have? Can I do this?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Even if I put some conceptualization clothes on, it'll be like 14% or something.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
Seem to.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Alright, no bad. Can I be a scum?
Fat chance. You can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
Okay, then how's
She
that?
throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh. Alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
Oops. I almost fucking spilled my alcohol.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Found my badge, by the way.
I love you. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Oh.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Stupendous. I didn't think he'd pull through. Thank God. And then a referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my. A real door.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
Of course.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal. And it was not fun, I think.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Wing organized the lynching. The union's militant wing to fully cooperate with the investigation.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary uses it to their advantage. Don't let him.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared.
Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you the company side of the story.
She must really want you to look into the drugs. Otherwise, she'd tell you. She was worried for a moment that she's overplayed her hand by not sharing info sooner. Then she settles down, curious to hear more.
I don't know if I...
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. Yeah.
With longing. Clear and simple longing.
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
Oh
She
no.
is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient... Of course, Detective. You can always...
What do you think, Kim? What are you thinking? Well, let's go talk to this girl. And shop.
Hello, mister. Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Where are the gloves
I
at?
hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh.
Sure. I totally didn't want to wear them
There
at
are
all.
castle. Behind our house. Understand? You can break the castle. It's not very good. Bye!
Bye, Lily.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The
Damn
once
weather.
towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to
Damn
you.
Mother Nature, how dare!
A vast underground
Hey.
catacomb network.
Desecrate Lily's castle. What the? We should just destroy Mother Nature. How dare they? How dare she?
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Hell yeah. Ooh! They're 2+2 interfacing. Cool!
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably.
Not to show off. Like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
And here I come.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
Ooh.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Ooh, actually. I know what's going to happen. I have an idea what's going to happen in the future event, so I might just do that. Oh. What else do I do now? Holy shit, I have 3 skill points. What was it? It was logic. I just think possibly what I could use in the future, but I don't know. Well, I'll just keep that on standby. Maybe I'll just use... Let's do that. Let's do that. Lumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Ooh. Yeah, I'll open that. Money, money, money. Who's this person? Who are you, lady?
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with? The name is Lillian.
I have
People call me Net.
questions. The first is...
I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Well, it is imposing.
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
I mean, that's better than what I got. I carry a knife with me, but I don't really know how to... I mean... I wonder if there are classes, like knife fighting classes. How do I take those? Something also, I've been looking at maybe like, I should buy a gun. I mean, lately, before I didn't buy a gun for personal reasons, but I was like, I just flirting with, but recently I've been flirting with the idea of getting a gun, or, but that's a
like a
big
shovel or an
financial
axe.
burden,
Just
and
for
not something
intimidation.
I have right now.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Come.
Where? This sounds like a missing persons.
It absolutely does not.
Oh my god.
We are
Well,
not
it didn't give me that option.
No.
Option.
There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty.
So what you're saying is
Lotus, of
you're
course, turned up 2 weeks
available?
later.
Yeah. Get you on rebound. I'm so sorry.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsit with melancholy.
Unfortunately not.
Mourned for an appropriate amount of time and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Let's see. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Do your kids need a father figure in their life? Because I'm a very bad choice.
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
That's quite rugged. Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
You know, I used, when my dad lived near me, we had a pool, and we found all sorts of shit in the pool. Cats or
all right. Major choices.
Dead lizards or what have you.
It would be weird to say them all.
Sometimes ducks will make their home in it.
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something.
Closer away from all the sadness. Somewhere.
People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is
I
that
mean, you
supposed
don't
to
know
work
unless
when
you try.
all your time and energy goes to staying alive? You have almost nothing to set aside to actually fight your way out.
One of my favorite, that actually reminded me, one of my favorite moments in Berserk, is when Guts is fighting, like, the 100 men, soldiers, like, and he realizes to himself, you know, all my life, I've just been trying to survive. Like, haven't been trying to, like, and he sort of asks himself, like, is he, like, too afraid to live some way? And that's, you know, one of his big character moments. But then he goes back to fighting, like, can't think about it.
Hordes of wild, homeless people
One of
the lands.
those moments that I
Scattered
really
across
like.
an endless plain in a dystopian world.
One of many.
Where tear is the only valid currency, and people eat each other to stay alive.
I don't mean to complain about my pauper life. We are warm and fed here and... I don't know. There's just something about this shithole. Sure is. The sun, I call her. coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Do I have something better for suggestion? Critical conceptualization. Probably still very
Why
low.
does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fishermen?
You know,
We
some
must be out
people
there with
find the
them,
waves so
fishing,
peaceful.
making a living. So I asked them
I'm
to
a bit
accommodate
different.
me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can.
Okay, and that's 3%. Still not worth it, really. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh, boots. Bottles. Does this give me empathy? These give me perception. I think... What do I think? I think my thoughts when I...
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective
Dick Mullen. Who is Dick? I'm Dick Mullen.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
Gotta be some.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere. Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the... Yes, it is.
It's the bulging... Whoa.
That bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal.
Something the matter, detective?
Nope, all good here. Would you describe as this smoking dame? Huh?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and contemplates.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Of course.
Alright, let's take a look. Dick Mullen.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Are you really reading that, detective?
I'm just skimming it. I'm just skimming it.
That's probably for the best. Those books aren't exactly famed for their tight plotting.
It's much more about the story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vesper to a small town along the Elysium coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home, where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law.
Look, I can't judge. I'm not.
Mullen is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
No way, Mullen did it. You're shitting me.
What's the matter, detective?
I don't know who's writing this shit, but I get the feeling they are.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police procedure.
I mean, there have been books written mostly by veterans or military, I think. I don't know if, like, police have, done stuff like that.
Didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the
Probably.
book.
There's probably
Anyway,
some book
Mullen returns
written by
to
an
the
actual
seaside
police
bar
officer.
where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana DeNerva.
Nah, it's a dame. Oh, it's
DeNerva
getting
reveals
interesting.
That she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
I would like more alcohol, but...
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable... One evening, Diana DeNerve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
He's sleeping with the witnesses.
Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases like no one else can.
Not sure I'm happy about it.
A post-coital cigarette. Diana DeNerve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you."
I have AIDS. Whoa.
Always aim for the center of mass. Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in? What is it, Detective?
Why is everyone close to Dick wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
But he just did.
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Not born to be a
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page. You won't find the answers you're looking for here. Is it really so evil, Detective?
Why bother solving crimes? Pretty funny. Okay, maybe not. There are probably somewhere. Friends and family.
Do you even have those?
I might. I just need to find.
Yes, yes. They're out there waiting for you. Just over the next rise. Did you lose them? But then, what does this book know? So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Politicians. No, the politician's twilight son. That seems like an obvious. Very police captain. That's also obvious. The junkie art collector.
Could be. Who knows? Only one. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely in. You try to grab the pages as dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Ah, yes. The problem with mass-market paperbacks. They are not made
Hey, I want a discount on this book that I just bought.
You should get back to solving your own murder, huh, Detective?
In your hand, you hold 4. Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And
just wanker.
Tax evasion schemes.
That's
The
what he is
Wumpty
gonna say
Dumpty Dum
on
Center
16.
is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
I don't want... You don't have a skill point available. I have to... Shit. I don't want my astute suggestion. I mean, look at all these minuses. Oh my god, wait, can we play the game?
In your hands, you hold a brand new... The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work. The exact location and time period are left deliberately vague, but it's clearly meant to represent the economic relationship between the Revacholian suzerainty and its many vassals. The plastic wrap, there's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components. Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family.
So it's Monopoly.
It's sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
This history seems polar each the basic.
The colorful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this so-called. The instructions are opaque at first, and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain. That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches. Remember, there are many paths to victory in suzerainty, but successful players will find the actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that. The lieutenant looks over the...
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours. I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
That's a game away. Damn it. This. I don't know. How do I damn it, I forget, you know, if I just wait till one of the days the event comes, or trying to see if there's like sing karaoke, getting the hangman's brother, sing the song, da 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 da. I don't really nice and secret passages. I don't.
You see a heavy... The door does the old Kobo. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
I don't know if the tools would do anything.
You see a heavy... The door doesn't...
Multi-tool.
You see, the door does not.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh yes, that door. Sure. No, awesome.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. After the animals. Yes?
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still, the lieutenant, he doesn't like where this is going. This door can only be opened.
I don't even get to interact with that. Ooh. Take that tape. Damn it.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
There's nothing through here, is there?
Is this about the questions again? A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really.
She looks up.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
I don't know. Nothing, like, can't get through here. Go through there. I'm pretty sure, like, I have to go underground, maybe? I think that's later, actually. If I remember correctly. I don't... I don't remember what to do, what I did here. Like, a lot of these, this one doesn't really... I don't think this one matters. For figuring the Dolores, run numbers on the victims' armor. We wait for that, find booze and drink it. I don't want to do that. We put the clothes and victims' tattoos. Who made the call reporting the crime? Okay, the balcony. Maybe I just need to wait till I talk to the smoker guy to really get progress through the story. Because I wasn't able to talk to him that one time
The door
because
is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore.
damn it. I'll put the boom box away and pull out my gun. I'm cruising high and clumsy. Yeah, there's really... Am I just, like, head of everything, or your authority? No. Fingerings. I can't do that this one anymore. Find smoke and smoke them. Find the murder weapon. Sing karaoke. Hold. Fuck, wasn't there... someone...
Make way for the master poet.
Damn. Hey. Yeah, thanks, man. You're not so bad yourself. Andre, barbell, map wall, trash container. I don't need to do that one. No, stained glass. I could do that one actually. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Fuck! Damn it! Still haven't opened that container. God damn it! What do I do here?
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text, a light motif below them both. Unknown.
Unknown.
A motor carriage, a gunshot, Someone falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break. The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole.
This is the queen her innocence day advised. So, Dolores Day wasn't an actual ruler, but she was an advice?
Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau. After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great
reincarnation, the cycle of rebirth.
A summary of the effect of the discovery of this
death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing. Justice, union, prudence.
Toxic masculine. Puts the fear of God back in. Whoa! I wouldn't say it like that. I mean, justice, union, prudence. I mean, yeah. I mean, a police force shouldn't really have a very subservient. That it should have very. Well, I don't know if subservient is the right word. More non-pacifist, but more like the word justice. Cool. Just cool. Ice cool.
The mother of humanism, Tao.
Cool.
Delarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Stage. The other real deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
We were ready for that hardcore.
In fact, I couldn't control it at all. It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Oh! I don't know.
I don't know.
Do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Yeah! Hey kid, you know, he might be annoying, but you know, he's a fun guy to have around every now and then. You know, you might be feeling down and just like he comes up to you and says, "Yeah, go."
Lungs are for love. Love.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 50. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund.
Wow! Culture cup!
Hell yeah, I'm hip.
You almost think he's going to put his hand down, but that would be ludicrous.
I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be? What? Guys! Oh, yeah!
But you're not. This is almost certain.
I know! So does mine! No! This is the answer! Uh-huh.
Is it going to help us? Ah, shit. Maybe you probably can tell you missing this. Make it harder, cool. Do I have any? I have. Yeah, I have -2 physical. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this stream here for night. I am not. Anywho, everyone was watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you come again next. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I might not. I might play 9 Souls actually. But anyways, thank you and goodbye.